The Marion County Mustangs, plural, have already punched their tickets to the Elite Eight. Tonight, 4 other Northeast Missouri programs sought to book passage to the state quarterfinals with sectional victories, all of them with tough roads to hoe. Maybe no one tougher tonight than the Louisiana Bulldogs. Their fans trying to coax a win tonight against a very good Cairo team, and the super sophomore Brad Roberts, who got off to a good start, but was somewhat limited tonight defensively, to Louisiana's credit. Speaking of defensive credit, look at Logan Rue with the steal right here. He pauses for effect and gets the easy bucket at the other end. His team was down 8-2 at that point. Dylan Smith not having any of that. Great knifing into the lane right here. Great bucket. The Bulldogs down just 8-6 at the end of the first quarter. Roberts trying to answer back at the other end. Mr. Roberts, Mr. Barrett, the big 2 for Cairo tonight, though, held to just 22 points overall. Louisiana trying to come back. Derek Bransletter's team looking to different options in this game, most notably the aforementioned Logan Rue. Oh, great pump fake right there. Great long 2-pointer for him. Then it's Sean Richards' turn to get into the act. The bank shot, great take. However, Cairo answering at the other end. It's Barrett with a great pass all the way down court. Look at the pretty finish at the other end by his teammates. Still, Louisiana not going anywhere. They tie the game 3 times in the third quarter in this one. Logan Rue with the big 3 right there. Brendan Ross about to make his presence known as well in this game. But you know what? Cairo would lead this game wire to wire, do a great job defensively, limiting the Bulldogs tonight to just a paltry 39 points on the night, and Cairo is moving on. Louisiana's fine season comes to an end. Would the news be better over in Moberly tonight for the Ellsbury Indians, taking on a very good Christian team in this one? The Indians in transition early. Scott Krager doing what he does, finding Matt Losing, who gets the early hoop here. Then it's Kenny Leslie, the outstanding freshman, with a free throw line jumper. Good stuff from him. Krager running the break at this point. He's going to take a hack, finish, nevertheless, the bucket, the Band-Aid, and the 3-point play for him. The Indians would lead 7-6 after the first quarter. How about Krager looking for more again to Matt Losing, who posts up, all 6'8" of him, making that a very effective move. Christian started strong in this game, but faded in the second half as Ellsbury hits the accelerator. Ellsbury headed back to the Elite Eight by virtue of a 64-47 victory. That means Ryan Parker's team will show down with Lutheran North, who was a bit of an upset winner over Cardinal Ritter, the team that Ellsbury beat last year in the state quarterfinals to book passage to Columbia. Lutheran North gets the win 70-67. Those two teams, Ellsbury and Lutheran North, will square off at Korf Gymnasium at 2:30 on Saturday. On the girls' side, the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats at Moberly taking on a very good Hallsville team. Bobby Spoonster's team giving up a lot of height in this game, but Courtney Cadillac trying to help spark a return rematch in this game with a mid-range game. Cadillac again, this time working inside, draws the foul, trying to cut into a deficit, which Hallsville had put on top of them. Then it's Sadie Pafford hesitating and hitting the 3-pointer from the wing. Hallsville, though, up 38-18 at this point in the second half, and just kept working. Some great size inside. Got a 6'4" girl who had a double-double tonight. Bowling Green trying to get back in this one with a rally. Kelsey Scherter right here with a deep 3. Then it's Scherter again. Unfortunately, that deficit too much for Bowling Green to overcome tonight. Fine season for Bobby Spoonster and the crew, but the Lady Bobcats are done. They lose 47-35 to a very good Hallsville squad. How about the Clopton Lady Hawks trying to go back to the Final Four for the second year in a row? Larry Loggeman's team up at the half by 14. But you know what? Milan coming back strong, cuts that deficit to just 7. The fans not happy until this point. Shelby Dunn, who had a monster night tonight, nails the long 3. She had 21 points in the night. Lauren Yeager takes over strong in this one as well. The All-Stater up for 2 of her 16 points in the night. More Yeager right here. Fed nicely into the lane. She draws some contact, the offensive rebound, and the putback at this point. Then it is Clopton running effectively. The great block by Lauren Yeager. She's going to kick it out. Erica Brown's going to kick it out. Shelby Dunn's going to kick it out. And eventually at the other end, Brittany Hamilton's going to finish the run as Clopton reasserts its lead. Never going to look back in this one. Lauren Yeager with some punctuation off the window. And that is it. Clopton headed back to the Elite Eight by virtue of a 58-43 victory. Up next for Clopton, very tall order coming up on Saturday. They will take on, at Moberly, Harrisburg, who is a 55-15 winner over Windsor tonight. We also have college playoff action. Region quarterfinals for John Wood tonight, taking on Parkland. Early on in this one, Brianna Hawthorne with a miss Brianna Hawthorne with the finish at that point. Brittany Yost doing some work in this one as well. She gets the great feed and the finish as well right here. She kisses one off the glass. First half, the story of the game for John Wood, Jasmine Jackson Morgan, who kind of kept her team in this one early. John Wood trailed throughout until the final minute and a half of the game. The Lady Blazers mount a nice comeback in this one. Jasmine Jackson Morgan with 10 points on the night as John Wood gets the victory and advances on to the semifinals at 4 o'clock on Saturday by virtue of the win over the Cobras. 69-64 is your final there. One baseball score to pass along today. Biggest win of the season this year so far, in the early going at least, for John Wood, Stephen, as John Wood beats Division I only Central 3-2. Cody King, the Kirksville product, with a complete game victory on